Hello and welcome to Mascom News. This is Grace in today's headlines. Rare fossils and minerals shine at Kottayam Geology Museum. Its exhibits include 65 million-year-old fossils and an extensive array of minerals sourced from across the country. Kottayam now boasts its very own Lulu Mall, with the food court emerging as a major crowd puller, offering a wide variety of flavors all under one roof. An old-age home for the elderly celebrates Christmas with carols and cakes. 3 weeks of celebration for the residents, and they just love it. Indian electric vehicles have been finding steady growth in the market, but several factors have been holding it back from reaching its full potential. One of them is the outsourcing of battery production. Before we get into the news in detail, we have a breaking news coming in. Ravichandran Ashwin, one of India's most legendary cricketers, has announced his retirement from international cricket at 38, bringing down the curtain of a phenomenal career. The spinner made the announcement after India's third test against Australia in Brisbane, which ended in a draw. He ends as India's second highest wicket taker in test, with 537 wickets in 106 matches. Ashwin is also the World Test Championships all-time leading wicket taker with 195 wickets in 41 matches, a true icon of the game. Now, news in detail. Geology is a fascinating field that looks deep into the physical nature of Earth. Our reporter Aditya takes you to a geological institution in Kottayam that showcases a spectrum of rare treasures from the world of earth science.
Government College Kottayam, located in Natagam, is home to a geology museum that houses a remarkable collection of rare rocks and fossils. The endeavor by the Department of Geology goes beyond serving the academic purposes. The museum possesses a diverse collection of geological specimens that were found by the students on their own. The stones in this museum have been sourced from various regions across the country. The diverse collection of fossils is a major attraction. Fossilized bones and a dinosaur egg captivates interest. Giant ammonite, which is 65 million years old, is a major highlight among this fossil collection. Ammonites were giant sea creatures belonging to the phylum Mollusca. Another key attraction is the petrified wood, the fossilized version of wood which still preserves the original stem tissue and details like wood grains.
All the specimens are here collected by the students only. When a single piece we had not purchased from anywhere else. So we can see that number of specimens like dinosaur egg and the giant ammonite is actually 65 million years old, and rare species. I think in Kerala and we don't get any chance to meet this type of specimens elsewhere in Kerala.
The museum features a comprehensive collection that includes various types of quartz, calcites, industrial minerals, granites, gemstones, as well as metamorphic and igneous rocks. Not limited to a collection of fossils and rocks, the museum also features other collections including soils from different parts of the country, seashells found in India's coastal regions, and rock structures. The department has also set up a rock garden in the premises of the college that features large rocks of different kinds. The museum set up by the Geology Department of Government College Kottayam possesses rare pieces of rocks and fossils, offering a great insight into the subject with much more clarity and details. With camera person Malavika, Aditya Ji for Mascom News, Kottayam.
Kottayam welcomes the new year with the grand opening of Lulu Mall, bringing excitement and joy to the city. The Lulu Group has delivered a delightful experience with the food court emerging as a star attraction, offering a diverse range of flavors that captivates visitors. My colleague Aditya Sebastian joins us with his ground report.
The long-awaited Lulu Mall has opened now in Kottayam. The main attractions include the food court with a seating capacity of 500 people. There are about 19 food stalls for the customers to enjoy. There are cuisines from all over India, including Annapurna to give us a taste of South India and the North Express to give us the flavors of North India. There are also other food stalls, major food stalls, which includes KFC, chicken, Al-Bake, and a lot more. How do you feel about the new mall?
I'm very happy and super excited. I think the whole Kottayam, മുഴുവൻ ജില്ല തന്നെ ഇതിൻ്റെ അകത്തുണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. അത്രയ്ക്കും തിരക്കാണ്. So it's an amazing thing, Kottayam Lulu Mall. Yes, I've checked out every places here. അത് നല്ല വെറൈറ്റീസ് ഫുഡ്സും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഉണ്ട്. Even varieties of vegetables and stuff. ഇവിടെ പുറത്ത് കിട്ടാത്ത കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഇവിടെ കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്. So it's a one big stop. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇവിടെ വന്നാൽ മതി. എല്ലാം അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. Yes.
How do you think it will enhance the reputation of Kottayam?
അക്ഷരം നഗരിക്കൊരു പൊൻതോൽ കൂടിയാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ആൾക്കാർ വേറെ ജില്ലകളിലേക്കൊന്നും പോകണ്ട, എല്ലാം ഇവിടെ തന്നെ കിട്ടും. I think it's an asset to Kottayam.
The new Lulu Mall is definitely a present by the Lulu Group for this Christmas and New Year. As we can see, the people are delighted to receive this gift and they are welcoming this new year with the Lulu Mall experience. This is Aditya Sebastian with camera person Grace, Mascom News.
That was Aditya Sebastian. Shanti Bhavan, a shelter home for the elderly in Kottayam, is holding a 22-day Christmas carol celebration for its residents. The facility is run on donations, and for every day of the month, different churches and institutes bring the festive Christmas spirit to the elderly that live there. Our reporter Ansula has more details. Ansula, can you tell us more about the facility and what they do?
So Grace, Shanti Bhavan is a shelter home for people above the age of 55. These are people who have no kin left and were abandoned. The facility takes them in, gives them housing, healthcare and food. The shelter currently has 69 residents and 38 men, 31 women, and they're also planning to expand its capacity in the coming year. The shelter is run entirely through sponsors and donations. So this Christmas for 22 days, they have accepted offers from various institutions and several churches. They are bringing their residents Christmas cheer through carols, cakes, Santa Claus and food. And the residents were overjoyed. They got up, danced and were clapping hands. They were thrilled to participate from the moment they got to the hall there.
What are the preparations done by the church for these celebrations, Ansula?
So Grace, this particular day's events were held by Mar Elia Orthodox Church and it was arranged by their vicar, Father Verghese Zakaria. Their church is also planning to hold many more such activities in the weeks leading up to Christmas, orphanages and other such centers around the list. As you can see, they bring with them a small Christmas carol choir and also Santa Claus. They are also handed out cakes after the event is over. There are moments for prayer. Grace, these events truly bring a smile on people's faces.
That was Ansula giving us more details about the Christmas celebrations at Shanti Bhavan. Now it's time for a short break. After the break, let's take a look at how the sales of electric vehicles are growing steadily in India. Also, the different challenges the motor vehicle companies face the production of the vehicles. Welcome back. India's electric vehicle market has been growing steadily, but several factors hold it back from reaching its full potential in India. Despite government efforts, the lack of charging stations is proving to be the main bottleneck. Use of imported batteries is proving to be another big problem.
Electric vehicles are a game changer, offering several benefits to its consumers. They are eco-friendly and cheaper to maintain than fossil fuel vehicles. Government incentives to promote EVs, such as tax exemptions and construction of charging stations, have sparked interest.
Customers are cost effective vehicles, performance side, safety side, economical side. These three aspects of electric vehicles are normal customers apt at vehicles. So the general electric vehicle.
Charging time and accessibility of stations are significant worries, with owners anxious about running out of power on long trips and facing lengthy charging times. Furthermore, EV batteries last only around 8 years, limiting their usability. And when it's time to replace the battery, owners face difficulties and hefty expenses due to the reliance on imports from China and Taiwan.
It is going to be a huge electronic vehicle revolution, but only if India produces cost-effective batteries instead of depending on China. Indian EV batteries can increase the sales as well as promote a sustainable mode of transport very soon.
The industry's limitations are driving potential buyers away. EVs have limited driving ranges and higher upfront costs. Model options are restricted and charging systems lack standardization.
ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ബാറ്ററി നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നില്ല, മീൻസ് നമ്മൾ അസംബിൾ ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. ഇതിൻ്റെ റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് എല്ലാം പുറത്തുനിന്ന് വന്നിട്ട് ഇവിടെ ലിഥിയം അതുപോലെ സാധനങ്ങളെല്ലാം പുറത്തുനിന്ന് വന്നിട്ടാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ബാറ്ററിയുടെ കോസ്റ്റ് ഹൈ ആയിരിക്കും, അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഈ വണ്ടിയുടെയും കോസ്റ്റ് ഹൈ ആയിരിക്കും അല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിതിവിടെ ചെയ്യുവാണെങ്കിൽ, ഇന്ത്യ ചെയ്യുവാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്കത് കുറഞ്ഞ ബഡ്ജറ്റ് ബാറ്ററി എല്ലാം വെഹിക്കിൾ മാനുഫാക്ചറിന് കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റും. അതുകൊണ്ട് EV കൂടുതലായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇറക്കാനും പറ്റും.
The current range of Tata vehicles promises hope for further advancement of technology and adoption of EV vehicles across India. Tata Motors expects about 30% of their total sales to be EV by 2030. Kerala currently is one of the leading markets for electric vehicles. The state ranks number 2 in India after Maharashtra, and about 45% of the sales in its market currently consists of EVs. The rise in sales of EVs can contribute to the state's goals to become net carbon neutral by year 2050. Companies like Tata are planning to launch a wide range of electric vehicles in the future. If issues like charging stations, battery replacement issues, and acquiring services are solved, then electric vehicles could potentially take over the fuel vehicle market in India. This is reporter Ansela with camera person Ashwin, Mascom News, Kottayam.
Now let's take a look at some of the top national stories of the day. Farmers under the banner of Bharatiya Kisan Union staged a tractor march at various places in Haryana. They even burned the effigy of PM Narendra Modi and argued that they took to the streets only after the promise made by the central government was not fulfilled. Amid ongoing tensions in Uttar Pradesh Sambhal, the district magistrate ordered the removal of encroachments around the Shahi Jama Masjid. Authorities are clearing illegal constructions, addressing power theft and restoring public spaces, with the operation expected to continue for several months. Manipur's Chief Minister Byron Singh condemned the killing of 2 migrant labourers by the militants. 8 militants were arrested in connection with the incident. The state government announced an ex gratia of 10 lakh rupees for the victims' families and will transfer the case to NIA. Now Ansela joins us with the weather report.
As you can see, the temperatures in Kerala range from around 30 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. The district Kasaragod seeing a temperature of around 30 degrees Celsius, Kozhikode 30 degrees Celsius, Palakkad is the hottest with 33 degrees Celsius, Ernakulam 31 degrees Celsius, Kottayam and Thiruvananthapuram is both at 32 degrees Celsius. You can see it is moderately breezy and cloudy throughout the state, and at the southern states Ernakulam, Kottayam and Thiruvananthapuram the UV ray index is pretty high, so you will need to wear protective clothing before you go out and maybe slather on some sunscreen. Now let's take a look at all the weather updates from around the country. The national capital, Delhi, sits comfortably at a temperature of around 21 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is pretty sunny with around 30 degrees Celsius. Bengaluru is moderately cloudy with 27 degrees Celsius. And at Chennai, because of the pressure forming around Bay of Bengal, you can expect rain, heavy rains throughout the week. On Thursday morning, you can expect a steady rain shower, and throughout the day, heavy rains are expected. Also, strong gusts of wind are also expected in Chennai. That's all for the weather updates this week. Thank you, and back to you, Grace.
That was the latest weather updates. That's all for today's news. Now let's take a look at the headlines once again before we go. Indian spinner Ravichandran Ashwin announced his retirement from international cricket. The announcement was made after the third test against Australia in Brisbane, which ended with a draw in the match. Rare fossils and minerals shine at Kottayam Geology Museum. Its exhibits include 65 million-year-old fossils and an extensive array of minerals sourced from across the country. Kottayam now boasts its very own Lulu Mall, with the food court emerging as a major crowd puller, offering a wide variety of flavors all under one roof. An old age home for the elderly celebrates Christmas with carols and cakes. 3 weeks of celebration for the residents, and they just love it. Indian electric vehicles have been finding steady growth in the market, but several factors have been holding it back from reaching its full potential. One of them is the outsourcing of battery production. Thank you for watching Mascom News.